In this session, we are going to have an introduction about the StatPro V8A software, and I'm going to give you a little bit of introduction about this software and how the first screen of StatPro looks like, and what are the uh, menus and modes and the tools and what are the important parts of the first screen. So that I'm going to explain it in this session. So StatPro is the analysis and design software package for structural engineers. STAD stands for Structural Analysis and Design. It is one of the first software applications in the world. It is developed for the purpose of helping the structural engineers to automate their work. And this is a very tremendous software which will calculate lengthy procedures in a fraction of seconds. So, this part of the manual is mainly for the purpose of diploma civil engineering students who are new to this software. I think you have learned how to analyze the beam and how to design the beam in your classes. And this software will help you to automate that work. And this manual is the one which is designed only for the purpose of civil engineers. And the main objective of this part of manual is to make the students to become a professional in using the StatPro software. So this is the best structural analysis and design software, and it supports Indian codes and international codes. Once you get familiar with the StatPro software, and this will definitely help you in getting the good job opportunities in the construction field. Okay, so this software requires, you know, uh, some hardware requirements will be there. So you should have a processor i3 or higher processor, and you should have the graphic card with high resolution 16-bit high color display, and it should have a memory of 4 GB and Windows 7 or higher operating system, and 500 GB hard disk or more is always preferable, and you should have a more RAM and more speed will be there. So the basically now I'm going to show you the first screen of this software. So once you double click the icon on the desktop, you will get this screen, what you can see here. So this is the first screen where you will be seeing the project task here. So you can create a new project, and if the project is already done off and saved, and you can open here the project, and also you can configure the project for a certain extent, and also depending upon your experience in using this software, you can operate the remaining things. So, and whatever the files you have created, that will be shown here on the on this recent files window, and this is produced by the Bentley uh, company. This is the Bentley company which produces the StatPro V8A software. So to start any project, first you have to click on this new project always. And if you want to open any saved project, you have to click on this open project. But now I'm clicking on this new project, and you will be seeing the first screen will be like this, space frame. This is the frames we call in the structures. It is framed structure like that. It is space frame, plane frame, and for floor and truss. So anything you can choose it, but right now in our sessions we are going to select a plane frame. A space frame means if you are going for the analysis of a multi-story building or framed structure, you can go for this one. But here we are taking up the individual members like cantilever beam simply supported beam, fixed beam like that. So you can select this plane frame, okay? And here you can give the structure name. So you can give, if you are doing a cantilever beam, you can give the file name as cantilever beam, and simply supported beam means you can give a file name like that. So you can mention any file name here based on your work, and you have to select the units here. Generally, we select meters and kilonewton, and sometimes you can select, the millimeters and in newton. But it is a long structure. It is in meters. Length of the beam is 3 meters, 4 meters, like that. So it is better to go for these meters and kilonewton, and this combination works good. And next, you click on this next button, and it will ask to add the beam. So since it is a plane frame, so you can select either beam or plate or whatever the work you are doing here. But normally for beams, beam means it is either a column or a beam or a truss, strut. So you can select like that. For beam, I just select beam for creating any beam. So click on this and just click finish. So this is the first step for any type of problem you will get. Once you click on finish, you will go to the first screen. The first screen will be like this. So here I'm going to explain what are the menus and all those things you are having here. So what you are seeing here on the top, these are called the Stat Pro modes. So there are so many modes here. We will be using modeling mode and post-processing mode, and we will be using this concrete design mode, all the modes. There are so many modes depending upon the type of structure. You can use the mode for foundation design. You can use this mode like that. But before that, you have to learn how to carry out the analysis and design in this particular software for particular structural member. And as you know, this is what you call it as status bar, and this is what we are having all the menus, menu bar, and all the tools. It will be toolbar. So this you are familiar even in Microsoft packages. And here you are seeing you know, on the left side, you are seeing the page control. So this is in the modeling mode. You will be having so many tabs like geometry, setup, general, and analysis. So if you click on each of these one, you will get one different window on the right side, which we call it as a data window. Sorry. So this data window is used to take all the input values here. So suppose this is the first step you have to do it in the setup. You have to give the job name and client name and all the details. So we are going to learn in the coming exercises. But now you should get familiar with the this all the screen, first screen. So this is what you call it as a modeling mode, having all these tabs, setup tab, geometry, and this is also a sequence. You have to follow like this. First setup, then geometry, then general, analysis and print, and then design. So this is the sequential order you have to follow. And each of these, in the setup, it is having only one tab, whereas in geometry page, you will be having so many tabs here. Okay. So you can see many tabs, and even in the general tab, you will be having so many tabs. So this we are going to learn when we are taking up exercises, but you have to remember we will be using this modeling mode, and first we do setup, then geometry, then general, then analysis and print. Each of these tabs having different set of inputs and details. And here also you should know this is what you call it as a node cursor, and below that you are having the beam cursor, and you should know what is a node and what is beam. So and this is the one, and this on the right side I told you this is data area, and this is the white part as similar to the uh, CAD screen, and this is what you call it as a, the main window. This is the largest area of the screen where model and results are displayed. So this is the main window. Whatever the work you are doing, that will be appearing here. And so once you get familiar with this one, so and I'm going to show you the I'm maybe the nodes. I'll tell you what is a node and what is a beam for by taking just one example. So to create a beam, either you can click here. Suppose if it is 6 meters, you click on the other on the 6 meter like this and press escape key. So okay, or you can close this one. Now you see the two nodes, and here you can see the node window. So where you are having, you know, the first node. So this is the first node, and this is the second node, and you can press a Shift N to see the node numbers, and also on the toolbar you are having these icons. It's better to get familiar with the icons. Once you keep the icon cursor over the icon, you will get the description of that icon. So just keep that one, and you see. So of course it will ask in between to save the work. It will be saved. So I'm going to press this view from plus Z in all the exercises just to see the front view. So this is the front view of the beam, and you can see these are the node 1, node 2. Here node 1, the coordinates given here. So for node 1, generally it is the left hand support, which is the starting point of the beam, and the coordinates are taken as 0, 0. And for the second node, it is 6 x-axis. That means the length of the beam is 6 meters. And there is only beam 1. So this is node window, this is beam window. In beam 1, you are having node A, which is numbered as 1, and node B, which is numbered as 2. So this is the way how you have to create the beams and all. So this is the first screen of the, uh, you know, the StatPro software. And you have to remember that we will be using this modeling mode, and we will be using the post-processing mode, and we will be using the concrete design. Okay, or you can we'll be using this design, the last tab of the modeling mode. So this is the way how you have to do it, and you have to remember the sequential order is you have to first start the program and create a new project, and then you have to create the members, and you have to create the joints, and you have to give the node numbers and beam numbers, and you have to specify the supports, and you have to specify the loads, and you have to specify which analysis you have to take it up, and you have to do the analysis of the data, and after that you can go for design of the structure. So this is the sequential step which I have mentioned in the manual. So you have to go through that manual carefully. And I advise all the students to get familiar with the Stat Pro first screen, and what are the modes and what are the menus and tools and data area, etc. before you are going to start the work and on these main exercises. Thank you.